we will start with the history. 44-year-old man brought to the casualty following the witness cardiac arrest at street. Bystander had immediately started the CPR and called for the help. His GCS was low. His blood pressure was 90 by 60 millimeter of Hg with the support of the 8 microgram per hour adrenaline. He was being ventilated with the ambu bag, later on put on a ventilator. Typical scenario which patient had a post-cardiac arrest, and within a due process, he become a brain dead. Now, we are going to discuss about the optimization of the donor. So, when we are discussing about the optimization donor, we need to understand the entire process of the organ donation. So, the moment patient becomes brain dead after the potential donor, then we have to inform the social worker and we have to inform the organ donation team. Organ donation team will start dealing with the families. Then we will do the first clinical test along with the all bedside clinical testing with apnea test. Then after 6 hours, we will do the another set of the clinical examination with the second apnea test. Simultaneously, we will inform to the all retrieval teams for the possibility of the organ retrieval, and then we will proceed for the organ retrieval. So, entire process may go up to the 12 to 24 hours. During that period, we need to maintain the donor. The optimization of donor is key for multi-retrieval organs from the single donor. Now, what are the key principles? Key principles are general intensive care management of the donor, fluid management of the donor, hormonal therapy and management of the donor, and the antibiotic management of the donor. Now, when you are managing the donor, one need to see that the one particular donor is going to give life to the 8 persons. That means we want the quality of the donor. So, while the optimization, our entire aim should be the quality of the donor. How you optimize the number and functions of the organ retrieved from the transplantation in order to maximize the outcome of the patient is more important. So, for that, we need the frequent clinical assessment. We need to maintain the parameters. We need to do the repeated examinations, investigation, and try to maintain the donor in a good quality so that at the time of the retrieval, we can retrieve the maximum organs from that particular donor. And time from brain dead to retrieval surgery should be as short as possible. Again, it is related with the quality of donor. Now, when we talk about the optimization of donor, one need to understand the pathophysiology of the brain death. There is a difference in between the acute, severe brain injury and brain dead. Patient might be in acute severe injury but not brain dead. Patient is brain dead is a different. When patient change or from acute severely brain injury to the brain dead, there are many pathophysiological changes happens in a brain. There is a suddenly when patient becomes the brain dead, their intracranial pressure rises. Intracranial pressure rises, it may lead to the herniation and infarction in the brain. That may lead to the loss of the central vasomotor control. That affects your respiratory drive of the donor. That affects the hypothalamic pituitary axis control. Massive release of the pro-inflammatory cytokines happens. Decreased circulatory pituitary hormones happens. Vasopressin, thyroid hormone, adrenal corticosteroid hormones happens. Diabetes insipidus leads to that because of this decrease in circulatory pituitary hormones, and there is a relative adrenal insufficiency and hypoglycemia. So, these are the pathophysiological changes happen which affects on the donor quality, which affects on the donor parameters, like patient will have a sudden hypertension or hypotension, patient will have a sudden tachycardia or bradycardia, patient will have a urine output more than 250 per ml for next 2 hours, patient will have a hyperglycemia. So, there are so many changes happens in a donor related with the pathophysiological changes. So, before going for the optimization, one need to know what are the pathophysiological changes happen in a donor and how you are going to tackle them.